Our main reason for driving to Nagoya is to see one of the most notorious Touge runs in Gifu, called Myoujin-no-mori. If you saw HPI Volume 8, you may remember one driver saying the police never show up here. Looking at the road that leads into it, you can see why. The single-lane road winds on for kilometres into inky blackness, with a steep drop-off down the mountain on one side.
Oh, we can film this easy.
On arriving, Azumida introduces us to some drifters from a local shop called T's Garage. They're driving a black AE86 and an even blacker FD RX-7. We decide to use a handheld camera in each car to get a true feel for the course. There are plenty of spectator cars lining the approach road, so it's a bit of a squeeze. It's hard not to get Initial D flashbacks as you look at all the tuned cars and people misspending their youth. Note how it's customary to turn off your lights when you're not moving. Just a matter of being polite. Driving like a lunatic on a public road is apparently not considered rude. First, we head downhill from the starting point. Take note of the Armco on the left, which is mangled from cars smashing through and plummeting down the hill. Despite the mist of rain, our drivers don't seem at all concerned about crashing. At the bottom of this short section, a group of 5 or 6 cars will wait for the all clear. Notice how many spectators actually park on the outside of the fastest corner. Very safe. The T's Garage lads don't seem deterred by an R32 spinning in front of them. Now let's try following the RX-7. It's strange how this one little section of the road is 2 lanes in the middle of nowhere, but it sure is good for drifting. The RX-7 has about triple the power of the Hachi with a big external gate turbo. There seem to be some unwritten rules about how long to wait before you can join in. But soon it's time for us to take a break. Notice how Super Eurobeat J-pop really is an essential part of Touge Drift. Thanks to the damp road, the tyres are holding up well. We're about to have a go in our R32 when a serious crash causes chaos on turn 2. Darren was standing in the crowd on that corner when it happened.
14 came around the corner, was under, going wide, ran into the front of the 32 there with just. Knocked the wheel back into the guard, knocked the 32 back about 3 metres into the stage here where there's some people standing. The stage here came back with the Laurel.
In the dark, it's hard to see exactly what happened, but you can tell that this car was the culprit. We don't know if he made it back to town, but there was plenty to talk about at the nearest convenience store.